Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Um, we have officially started, but it'll probably be a few more minutes yet before we're um started when it comes to like practically started. Um so yeah, just stare at this for a moment while I go post things that I have to post. So, yeah. Uh I don't actually remember um what I was doing last stream. Maybe hmm. Yeah, I genuinely have don't remember. I know it says voiceless sonorants last time, but I that's not what we did last time. That's what we did the time before that. So I think we were like squashing bugs or something in the code or something to that effect. Let me just post it places. Reconstruction time. Okay. Okay. I've posted it places. Good. Now, um enough of staring at the same thing. Let's get to work. So, looking at this, right, we kind of like removed all the bits that didn't work, right? And so what we have now, what we have left are all the um all the ones that are still problematic or all the ones that looked problematic. Oh right. I also needed to adapt this for or like change this so that this works for the other languages that we've already done. So for example, Harbin, we have to like for Harbin we have to remove the voicelessness symbol for the sonorants and stuff like that. Um yeah. Let's see. Let's see if this works normally. We have he in oh right. We do have to like no wait, this is gyo or gyo, which is to stand, and I think it let's search this up. Stand. Uh which is key. Um oh right. I have no idea why this is wait, no. That wouldn't be it then, right? If I look it up, not here. If I look it up here for gyo, there's two of them. Right, it's okay, okay, this is gi, not key. So one sec. I forgot to bring up my stream. I forgot to bring up my stream chat. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Good. Yeah, so we don't have xiang, we have like xin or something. And I don't know whether to reconstruct that as sa or sing because I feel like right now with what we know. Well, okay, so first Mandarin is ambiguous between the two, right? We have xiang like both xiang and or both xiang and xing in the proto language would become xing in Mandarin. So that doesn't actually tell us which is which. But here and in Cantonese we have Sing, or a descendant of Sing anyway. So can you see that? No, it only shows 2 columns. Maybe I can I move this elsewhere? Or I guess we could like cover half of the output word. No, we can't, because what if they're like, we'll just split that into 2 lines. So right now you can see a little bit of Cantonese, which is Sing 55. And we have Hakka, which has Sen. Oh, I guess Sen wouldn't be unless there's like some sort of lowering. Give me 1 sec. It wouldn't explain like Gin, but there was another one that we had a problem with that could possibly, or was it just this one? It might have just been this one. Oh, or maybe it's maybe it's wait, let me many things that I have to deal with. Let's see. Cross that out, open that up, swap them over, that play, catch up to the present moment, and then okay, right. Anyway, let's get back to it. So I'm not sure about seeing. This might be, honestly, this might be can it borrow like Xiang as Sang and then have this run to Sen? But that feels weird. It feels like there are a lot of steps. Oh, right. We should at the end here, if we have the syllabic z, we should turn that into wait, Z2I or something, or 26, it doesn't matter. We still have that. We should do this to I if it's like at the end of a syllable. I keep forgetting that it's a dollar sign. Or it's probably like A, B at tone or something like that. That actually does it. Yeah. And so we have C for 4 and where is it? C for death. And then those two are, and then we've dealt with those two. If we apply that, then we have slip as well. We have slip in the right tone, so that's good. Deal with that. I forgot what li is. Li is inside or something. In. But the problem is that that's D and not I don't know. It seems like there's like some sort of reinforcement going on, or like hypercorrection, where at least you see it in a lot of, well, I can't say a lot of, but you do see it in Hokkien, I think, where an intervocalic the becomes something like ara, like in American English, butter, among other words. So that gets so if, and I guess the closest thing to that would be a la. So if it's like li boy, then it becomes di boy. because it's hyper corrected or something. I don't know. But the tone correspondence looks right here because it goes into 4/4, which is what this would normally go to. It's just that there's an unexplained. Actually, how does Proto-Azerbaijani fit into this family tree? It fits into it via. Actually, where is? Oh, that's like Eastern Europe, isn't it? Eastern Europe, like Asia Minor or something. Um, Shit. I don't have anything. I don't have anything good to say there. Uh, Not about the Azerbaijanis, but like, uh, I don't have a good response to that. My improv requires work. Caucasus, Caucasus. Yes, that's the word. Uh, it's causally related. Yep, that's what I'm going with. It's horrible, terrible answer. Oh god. You also have nothing good to say about the Caucasus? Horrible. What a terrible person. I'm sure there are good people among them. Georgian gives you a headache. Georgian is also giving me a headache. Because I was looking up old Georgian last night, and I was trying to figure out if they had any literature of note, and or well, they do, but like if they had any like poetry or songs or some other linguistic art form of note, and I can't find an answer. So if you know, leave it in the comments or in live chat because I would like to know, and that would be a great help to me. So let's do that. Oops, I typed it in the wrong window. Georgia is devoid of writing and intellectualism. I'm sure they're smart people. I'm sure they're smart people. So this one is like weird. Actually, I do have. I don't know how they write it. I think this is how. That's not what I wanted. This I think, and then no. Wang, there we go. I'm not sure if they write it like this or if they write it the Cantonese way. I suppose I could look it up. Let's look at the let's stick Wiktionary in here and look at the Sinitic third person pronouns. Ignore the this of the module. But if we look at Hakka, we should be able to see what character they use, and it's overwhelmingly this one. Huh. Even though it's like the same etymology as the others, which is including, well, not the Mandarinic ones, but like should be the same as the Cantonesic ones, should be the same as, well, they're written with the same character even, should be the same as the Gan ones. The Gan, which is in Jiangxi, and the same as Huizhou, same as probably Northern Min. I have no idea what this is. And yeah. So the Inland Min, and I think some of the Wu as well here. Anyway, I don't know why I put that in that window. I don't usually put it in that window. Right. Apart from that, we also have like, uh, sure, I'll copy it over afterwards. Nah, let's keep using the wrong window. Huh. I feel like that looks wrong somehow. No, that looks right. Okay, this one being lite, like for some reason, D or G and B. Or well, I could just put down the tone values. This one's 4/4. And maybe I should highlight. It's always the initial that's weird, right? Do I control I it or like I could bracket it and nah, whatever. I know what it means. Yeah, it looks very wrong. I'm like such an expert in Chinese. Yeah. Uh keep telling yourself that, buddy. Uh yeah. What else? So I don't want to remove oh, and also Gen for some reason. You live in Beijing, Arkansas, as normal people would say that name. And also word for root, which is Gen, which somehow becomes Gin. Uh this one I can explain as a borrowing. As a borrowing. I could. Okay, so question mark, question mark, question mark, and then loan words. And then we can like have this be probably like run. Okay, if that's even true, but I feel confident. Yeah, there's probably well, I don't know. I feel like there are a lot of like European place names um in the US. I wouldn't even be surprised if there's like Tbilisi uh in the US. But like once you get out of allegedly white people country, then I don't think they have any. Like, can you think of a Dubai, America? I know I can't. Um, I think what was this? I think this was like in the same. I could just check run. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think it has to be like bow, which means that's also explained, which means I don't have to deal with that, which is always nice to have like fewer things to deal with. I think yeah, to fall I thought we already dealt with. Yeah, this is yeah. So this is good. Eye is good. Tail is good. There isn't a Beijing USA, but is there a Beijing Canada or Beijing Mexico? There's a Peking Sweden. Interesting. That I did not expect. Let's see. No, this one's good. Why? I didn't even. I typed the wrong word there. And then there's also to see, which is um. Oops. Control Y? No. To see. Which is con. Borrowed as like the same thing, but like 4/4. I could just do that. Or that. I could just yeah, that works. Peking Sweden laugh cat moment. Yeah. I am surprised. Well, I guess should I be surprised? Is it like some like Bernard Carlin moment? It's like some rare dialectal name for Norrköping, apparently, aka rural Sweden. Yeah, I would assume it's like yeah, no, I thought it was like you know, random Swedish city slander before GTA 6. Is it even a city? Does it even have 1 million people? If it doesn't have 1 million people, is it even a city? I say this about every place in existence, really. If you don't have 1 million people, don't call yourself a city. Um, this is con. I think con is to see. Yeah, this one's con, but we're explaining that with a borrowing. What about yeah? Bird is right. Bird is not right. The tone is wrong. It should be diao or diao, but it would be weird. I think it has 144k people, so basically half of Sweden at this point. Really? What is this? Norrköping. Well, it's the municipal total. Wait. Okay, they have like a rail system. I keep putting it in the wrong window. This is the one that people can see, isn't it? They have like a rail system. So that's like some some remedial points towards it being an actual city. Well, I suppose it isn't a train system, but a tram system. Tram systems are like, would I count that? I don't know if I'd count that. I feel like I shouldn't count that. Oh, climate data. I don't need the climate data. Wait, how many people does Sweden have in total? Population. That's area. Population 10 million. So it's like a decent you're just here for funny language. Yeah. I guess it does have like 10 million people, which makes Sweden like a decently sized city. Okay. I think this might be it. I don't know what about Xiang though. I think Xiang might be a borrowing. They have trams, damn. Random ass Swedish city doing better than London. Does London not have trams? I suppose they wouldn't. Yeah. I kind of expected them to have trams, but like they have a metro system. Oops. I guess I should do this properly with the actual eng symbol. Sen. I think it's sen. London has more people than Sweden and doesn't have trains or trams or functioning people. I suppose they do have the royal family there, which is, you know. Yes, royal family slander. What do we have? I think with that, I think we're ready to apply this and check, right? One area of London has trams that break down every 3 seconds because someone farted too loudly. uh, I I don't know. It feels like it feels like uh I don't know. Everything's breaking down all the time um in the UK and the US. It feels like they're just like they just have like terrible infrastructure. Yeah, this is right. This is right. I think Zoe. Zoe is wrong because this is Zoe and not Zoe. It wouldn't be it can't be voiced, so we can't use the voiced. Well, if it's voice rising, it would go to like tone 1 anyway. So this is unexplained. It's probably a borrowing. Hello, cognates, others, a page that I've never used. So let's put that here. I guess they use Zoe, or do they use like Q or something? I think they might use Q instead of Zoe. I guess I should use the same symbols. Not that, but H, just to make this comparable. And then this one's B, Kib, yeah. And then this one's A. Episode 13, and we're finally checking the sound changes. Yes, we have been checking the population of random Swedish places a lot. Is it episode 13? I don't pay attention to what the number is. I just like, I guess it is, huh? No, this is like our, yeah. Yeah, I've been too busy checking the population of random Swedish places. I guess it's not just Swedish places. It's also been like random Chinese cities, which is slightly more relevant to what we're doing. Sat. Right, I remember I didn't want to do. Sat is right. Hyat is one of the. Hyat is not right. God dang it. Okay, let's just do this again, right? Or not do this again, but like let's just have these Chinese Reconstruction number 13, Chinese Frankenstein. Yeah, this has been pretty Frankenstein together, I'll admit. Good. Good is good. Good is good. So we can deal with that. Ni is Wait. No, that's not, because you are troublesome and is actually and well, your troublesome and are actually a level tone word, which is part of why I suspect Hakka doesn't even descend from Middle Chinese, or at least the same common ancestor as all of the others. Because I feel like most, well, I should probably check before I say this, but I feel like most of the others have like their second person, not second person, their first and second person pronouns in the rising tone, but Hakka exhibits like some anomalies regarding the tone. Yes, regarding the tone of its second person pronoun and the tone and the rhyme of the first person pronoun. That's not. I can't believe you put a diphthong into a diphthong and a consonant cluster in an allegedly Chinese name. How dare you? What is this? Old Chinese? This one's still problematic. Loy is fine. Yi is fine, although I think this might have to be dealt with. Wait, does it? That would be a problem. We might have to like edit Wikipedia on stream. Oh, I guess it doesn't. Kenichi Koblin. We're talking about this one, right? Although I wonder how many other languages do that? Like for example, if we click on that, I guess it doesn't even mention like early forms for you for Xiang. Yeah, this one does middle Chinese. Can't just gonna check a bunch of them. I'm gonna check a bunch of them. Cantonese does say Middle Chinese. Gan does say Middle Chinese. Wu doesn't. Well, Wu doesn't even have early forms. Mandarin, interesting. That's. Yeah. This has to be written. This has to be written. I think. Yeah. Hakka linkless language. Well, who added that? I wonder. It would be really funny if it were me. This is too much. I don't want to look at change logs. That's annoying. But yeah, I don't think. Okay. I think generally the consensus is that everything but min comes from Middle Chinese. Where is it? Also, why did they split Sinitic and Chinese? This freaking inexplicable decisions everywhere. And this is like, I don't know. There's been like talk about this. It's like something about like a POV fork or something. No, it doesn't say that. And I can't be bothered to find the actual. Yeah, I can't be bothered to find the actual page that says that. Wicked changelog gives me a brain hemorrhage. Yeah, I understand that they can't actually show all the changes on the same page, but it's still really annoying to have to like do the do a, what's it called? Is it called a binary search where you like set a start point and end point and then like just check the middle, see if it's changed, check, and then like if it is, then check the latter half. If it doesn't, then check the former half. I've heard the Wikipedia's Chinese languages are like marinated dog shit. They're like, most of them are fine, I think. It's just that I don't think it's Chinese languages. I think it's specifically Old Chinese. Well, okay. I should make it clear that I don't think it's marinated dog shit. I think most of the things that are dog shit are just dog shit because there isn't enough stuff in them to marinate. As opposed to like Old Chinese, which is marinated dog shit. Because there's a lot of stuff in there that no one believes in. Like, for example, even putting Schussler's reconstruction into consideration, which like literally no one uses. And what's up with that heart is blocking me. What's up with the Old Chinese page? Actually, I don't know if it's the Old Chinese page, but like it's a combination of like Old Chinese reconstruction and Old Chinese phonology, which has issues. Essentially, the big issue is that no one believes Schussler's reconstruction, approximately, or at least like everything in Sino-Tibetan studies. Yeah, NPOV moment. This is like a misuse of the NPOV moment. In case anyone doesn't know, NPOV stands for neutral point of view, which argues for representing stuff as instead of like all sides, it's like a like representing the academic consensus accurately. And the thing is, literally everyone in Sino-Tibetan or like doing anything on Old Chinese, or uh not direct comparative studies of Sinitic or Sinitic subgroups, uses the Baxter cigar reconstruction, which I don't think you can see here, but if we go to Ta, we might be able to see it. Yeah, like this is the Baxter cigar reconstruction, but the Old Chinese phonology and Old Chinese which were the two? Phonology and reconstruction often bring in like other reconstructions, like including Baxter's 1992 one, which obviously he no longer believes in. And the result is that you get a bunch of just things that no one believes in anymore on the page, which is like and then like you're like, it's like it's basically like hounded by one editor who just really hates Baxter cigar, evidently. In any case, that's enough of that rant. Is this, no, this is wrong as well. So let's delete all of that. Yeah. I think we changed that to oh right, that is like eat, right? And then so that's another borrowing. So or eat, which is in B, I think. Yes, eat. But yeah, I think the Old Chinese reconstruction pages are somewhat problematic. You do a better job looking for it in like well, I sure hope that doesn't, yeah, I think that shouldn't be a problem. Let me find it. Old Chinese phonology. Yeah. Wait, why am I here again? I've completely lost my train of thought. But yeah, it's just that Baxter cigar reconstruct uvular stops together with blah 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 and blah blah blah, which means in other reconstructions there would be another column here with like those two like in parentheses, but it was removed because no one. Anyway, I have beef with as you can see, I have beef. Yeah, I should that's not really relevant. What else? Setma, ika, nyo, or nyo, which I think gives us the right thing. Nyo, and su. Yeah, this is right. In is good. Yeah is good. Ni is good. Gyang is good. We don't have the word for far, so let's ignore that. Zhou is good. This should also be zu, or evidently zhou as well. In Mandarin it would be like zuo, right? Yeah, which would be which would follow this. After checking all of these, I will probably just go back to Mandarin just to check that its things are right. Fu is good. Gong nga. Yeah, this is weird too, because teeth are obviously a body part, and most of the body parts have this voiceless thing, or at least it might not be. I think I mentioned it last time, where it's not necessarily a voiceless thing, but it could be like some sort of tone change phenomenon. Fat or fat becomes, well, okay, they don't have fat, but yeah. If we believe in this, then hair also undergoes this tone change or has like a voiceless sonorant at the beginning, which brings it to a mouth. So tuna mouth. Teeth are obviously a body part. Speak for yourself. Look, just because you've lost all your teeth doesn't mean teeth aren't a body part. Okay. Uh, so yeah, mo mo. Uh, look, Landcrafter is saying, pretty sure both of those have nutritional value. Yeah, I guess if you grind up your teeth or your hair and then eat them, then they do have some sort of nutritional value. Thai. Thai is good. Eat is good. Water. Wait, no, this is who, which doesn't, like, the weirdest thing about Sinitic as a language family is that most of its shit is just not cognate with each other. Like, the things that you would expect to be cognate with each other, like demonstrative pronouns and like third person pronouns, are all like weird and don't follow rules and often aren't even the same word. Whereas, like, obviously there's like a lot of influence from the capital that came afterwards, which leads to like almost like an Altaic like situation where less basic vocabulary looks more similar, which you can see extend to like yes, both Ryukyu, no, not Mayan, but like you can see that in like Japanese and Korean and Vietnamese as well. You have like a bunch of vocabulary that's like obviously related, and then a bunch of vocabulary that isn't related, which is typically basic vocabulary. But like, if you go back far enough, then even the pronouns are, well, the ones that exist, like the second and first person pronouns, are all cognate with each other, just like at a much deeper level. But yeah, Proto Ryukyu Mayan. Wouldn't that just be Proto World? I feel like those are like, well, who knows? They might be like far enough that it would be Proto World like. But really, it would be like hard to tell. No shit, Sherlock, right? Uh that's right, that's right, that's right. Question mark, question mark. Again, like demonstrative pronouns. Japanese and English try not to have 2/3 of a sentence in Chinese or French. Exactly, right? No, Japanese would have like English as well. I feel like if you're talking about like modern vocabulary, it would be like 2/3 English, more than two. Well, it would be like half English, 1/3 Chinese, and then like 1/6 like native Japanese or something like that. Although I haven't like, okay, do not well, do not actually calculate that so I can continue being right, or do calculate that and don't take me seriously. Uh oh, this is the one that actually trips me up the most when speaking Hakka, or at least like listening to people speak Hakka. It's that the word for fish is like or well, in this one is So it's like when you're expecting something like okay, this is when you're expecting something like let's see. We can do this. Cantonese yu, as you can see here, hopefully. Yes. If you're expecting something like Cantonese yu or something like Mandarin yu, then a sudden freaking when it comes to fish it's just like really trips you up, you know? Like what examples do you have of that in English? I feel like there's like cognate Scott vocabulary that's like, okay, everything follows the same rule, and then suddenly there's just like a word like, I don't know, hame or something. Making a modern Japanese video is hard not to laugh. They have literal political parties ending in the word kurab. Kurabu, derived from English club, biologically. I wasn't there was like that far right party that was called like, right, they're called like they had like the slogan of like Nihon Fasto or something like that. Right? It's like, okay, we're nativists and our slogan is Nihon Fasto, which is like okay guys. Come on, man. Like actually impossible to take seriously. They just use eat to drink. Black is wu, which is again, like it's like weirdly not cognate with the others, even though like this exists in compounds in the rest of them. So there's like still like obviously some sort of relation, but then you also have like a closer match among Hokkien and stuff like that, where they use like all, which underwent a little vowel shift in the rest of them that becomes wu. Like in Cantonese, the cognate word for this would be wu instead of hak. Like I should probably add that wu as a separate word, and then this becomes a wu. Can you see all of the next word? You can. This would not be du. This would be like this would have to be like tu or something like that. Key, like to stand, looks perfectly fine. I wouldn't say obviously cognate, but it is cognate with the Cantonese one. You have like ki and then you have k. So if we trace this back to like an original like gi or something like that. Wait. Wait a minute. This would go back to like an original gi. But the rest seem like, okay, I don't know why I put down gyo instead of gi. This might just have to be gi. Mandarinic has replaced all of this, but we'll look at the other cognates later on. Don't have the word for bite. This would have to be gi, and I think that works, right? I should probably also like delete a bunch that aren't oh, that's the word for wing, which isn't even used in the Mandarinic word for wing, which isn't even used in Hakka. Where are we up to? We're up to like this bit, I think. Yes. So let's just check that this, yes, key, and then we can delete this immediately afterwards. I really should deal with my list of reconstructions better. Bookkeeping is not on point. Now is the word for to bite, which they don't have. By far the worst offender was a party that... Is it like, where is it? What's a good, pad that I could use? That came out wrong. Is it this one? Wait, how'd you type this? Wait. My thing is messed up. Is it this word? Because I know that in like what people typically say is like Kansai dialect is well, I don't know if it's still used these days, but it used to be called like the Kinki dialect. Or would that be devoiced? Would that be like Kinki or something like that? But yeah, that's, I think now people just call it like not a Tokyo, a Kyoto type dialect, or a Kyoto type dialect. Boy is right. Feng is also weird because it seems like well, it's not true among, it might not be true among these guys, but in the Min dialects, well, at least in Hokkien, it has been replaced with a borrowing, which you can tell because they have like Hong with a H instead of a B that corresponds to these guys as F. And honestly, this could also be a borrowing because they just have a lot of undentalized labials. That is to say, they have a lot of, like, where most other languages have the Hakka dialects often have ba or pa. And I think we'll see an example of that later on. We might even see multiple of them. Child is, again, one of those words that aren't really cognate. I feel like a lot of them are like tiny person or like small person or something like, well, in Hakka specifically. In, I guess some of the other languages have their own words for children. Like in Cantonese, it would be like "xiu pang gao," which is like little friend or something like that. Egg, I should probably also put. Oops, didn't realize I was on the wrong keyboard. It would be like Sean. Like that. It would be X though. And then you're good. I guess I just need to like do some like proper bookkeeping on this. Lon Kek. This would be Bun, right? What did I have? Bun as well. And obviously you also well, not obviously, but I think you also have like Bi as the Cantonese one would attest to. You've seen, which is new. Xiao, which gives Sao, which is normal. Yeah. Kinki is just a name for a place in Japan, but it sounds horrible in English. Hey, at least they're catering to like a Japanese audience and not an English audience. If it were an English audience, that would be either that or they know what they're doing, right, to get views. Any publicity is good publicity or something. This would go back to like an original moo, but I don't think I could put that there without messing up the rest, because you also have like other words with moo that don't become and I think this one's just because yeah, aka Kansai. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is just because it's in like a prosodically weak position, I think. That is to say, it's like always under weak stress, and that's like how the English not often becomes nt at the end of a word, right? Like don't and can't and sorry, don't and can't and won't and stuff like that. Wouldn't. And so instead of moo something, moo something, moo some, or uh moo, or for example, like not instead of moo moo how, instead it becomes like how, and then, or well no, this would be ho. So instead of moo moo ho, it would become ho, and that ends up as Cantonese ho and Moiyan how, and Hong Kong Hakka how. This does give how, so that's good. To know would be the, again, this is like one of those things, right? Instead of like G as used by, or no, G as used by everyone else, they have the, this traces back to like an original D, which is again one of those things where you don't palatalize the initial, or well, retroflex the initial, I suppose, which is kind of a sign of like archaisms, archaicisms. I don't know. And same for like gi as well. Like for their counter word for a stick is jiki, or a pen, I guess. Like any like long thin object would be ji. Wait, no, jit is jit is Hokkien. This would be iki. Wait, iki bit, which is like one pen or pencil or brush, writing implement in general. And instead, and that's like, and yeah, that's exactly why I suspect it branched off from Old Chinese. Although obviously it could also be a Hokkien borrowing. Ni is Titao, which is, I don't think we have this. I'm too afraid to reconstruct this because the initials are just kind of, to put it lightly, a mess. Like for example, you have Mandarin I think, for ones that actually have the word. You have Xian Qi, and you have Lanjing Qi, but then you also have Cantonese Sat versus Moiyan Qi. So the correspondences are just kind of weird here. Sand is sa, which is normal. Laugh xiao, yep. To listen tang, which I think we've gotten rid of the yod there. Mud becoming nai. Um, what's this? Leaf becoming yeah. Phone. Gone. No such word. P. For skin. Suck generally just being kind of like onomatopoeic, so I'm not even going to try. In theory you could, but like there are just like so many different onomatopoeic words for the word to suck that it sucks to try to reconstruct them. To bring is die. They have a different word for ant, which I'm not sure if it's even cognate. But this would be ni gong. So this would be ni in theory. Hello, Cornsuin. Welcome. We're on our 13th. We're dealing with Hakka. Yeah, we're on our 13th episode. We're dealing with Hakka sound changes, and we're having trouble being productive. Yeah. At least I don't think I think this has to be like a separate thing, right? Like this would have to be like ni and then like gong or something like that. And that would give the expected form. Gangay characters, something kinky, stop derailing stream with silly jokes now. No, that's like half the fun though, right? Streaming is just like shooting the shit chat and maybe doing something else along the way, right? The true stream is the friends we made along the way. Let's see if this works. This should give the right. Nope. I guess if you want, wait, ni would be a new syllable if it's real. I'm tempted to say it's like a borrowing again. Yeah. Those are the characters for kinky. The true stream is the Thames. I feel like the Thames is like a bit too wide to be called a true stream. It's like too big of a river. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with this one. I feel like there's no way the word for ant can be a borrowing, right? It's so annoying that it just comes up every so often. Like the ants are so annoying that they have to come up in conversation a lot, especially in like, I guess they aren't quite what are they called? They aren't quite tropical. Too stinky too, yeah. Or so I've heard. I've never been, but I might find out in the relatively near future. Where were we? This one's right. Coming Tong. Take becoming nah. This would have to be like the voiceless one. Where's the combining ring below? Good old symbol. .cc. And then applying that would give us nah as God intended. Nah, yeah. Q. I hate the fact that the heart on chat Italian. Oh, is that like, wait, what does that word mean? It's like grandma, right? Or something like that. Q. Q is right. Sit. Sit is right and is what caused this problem. Unless it's like, unless it was originally there, unless the original form was like je or je or something like that. Yeah, grandma. Been trying to make a dialect in Lexergy of Sinitic. Tai Taigyo. Wait. Taigyo B is the word for thigh. You're looking at it right here, dude. Lexergy sounds like the name. No, it was, what was it? I remember listening to some phrasing that made something sound like a disease. But then I forgot the complete, like I completely forgot about the context of that. It was like in the last few days, but I completely forgot. I think they specifically used the word contract with that. Ridiculous. It's been going well, but things get slow. Yeah, that's pretty much like the same thing here, right? Like we have the reconstruction sort of, and then we just need to like make sure it's consistent. And like the sound changes are like, I'm surprised that the sound changes are taking me this long, because I thought the reconstruction part would be the one would be the bit that takes the longest. Signed a contract with Lexergy. I mean, Lexergy sounds more like a company, to be fair. You sign a contract with Lexergy to get him Superman. Yeah, this is just obviously not cognate. Pun could go back to like either bun or no, bun or pun. But I don't know what it is. And I can't see any other cognate for it. For long it's Jiang becoming Tong, which is correct. We don't have hell, so let's use that as an excuse to like just clear out a bunch more rows here. To blow is another one that we don't have. The word for wood is goes from muk to muk. Wait, muk to muk. So that's good. Zhao becoming Zhao becoming Zhao. Yeah, Zhao becoming Zhao. And then we also have like Bao. I think Bao becoming Pao. Fantastic range of pronunciations. That is why do you have superscript I's in there? What does that mean? What does that stand for? Or superscript capital I. Diet. Diet is diet. Oh yeah, I is another one that was really annoying. Because I think everyone else has ngan or something that's derived from it. Or well, either ngan or ngan. But who knows? This might be something to look into further, that is. But otherwise, this one gives the right thing, which is ngan. Ash is foy, which is good. This would not be moi, but mui, which gives me, or wait, this is mui, which gives me. It's like an I that's nucleic. If it's nucleic, wouldn't it be like not a superscript? Like if you have like a k girl something to do with it. God. That's I haven't reverted them since last Wednesday. Oh, not nucleic. Okay. Yeah. I haven't messed with it since like last Wednesday. And I think the unintentional vandal might be unbanned within the next few days. It might have already been unbanned. Or blocked, I guess, is the official Wiktionary terminology. And I hope he doesn't mess with it further, because it's like, holy shit, the amount of edits that person has made is insane. Yeah, bro's edited half of Wiktionary. I wouldn't be surprised if he's edited like half of the... No, I would be surprised. But like, judging from the output, it's probably like in at least 1,000 words. And like, I just don't have the time for that. Like, I have time to I would much rather be editing the pages for Tokarian B, which needs a lot more attention. And like, other people know that it's problematic. Other people care about English. They can mess with it if they want to, you know? Whereas I'm like, how many people actually care about Tokarian B? And do like Wiktionary work? Maybe 3 in total. What's a good like, looking at this, right? If we look at the history, there's like 4, 5 people here. It's wild. Tokarian Beta got him. Yeah, Kuchian would be the proper word for it. Like, okay, they don't have... Look at this outcome. Look at it. We're deleting it. Because it's fine and doesn't need any more attention. Con was explained, Bong was explained, Diam just is completely regular. We don't have the word for rope. I wish there was like a hotkey for applying it. The sound changes, especially since it removes them every time. Im is good. Yang is also good. Yao is weird, but we noted that. Yao is weird. Yam is good. Xiao is good. Fat is actually good, which actually did surprise me. Come on. I'm not gonna... Uh, Xiang is another weird one. Which I'm keeping. D is another weird one. Li is another weird one. Ngang. Mo. Wait, I don't even have the outputs. Ngang is good. Mo is good. Ni is good. Sam is good. Si or Si is good. N is good. Liu. And then we have like liu qi ba yu. And then si. And then we have this one's voiceless. I already put it here, yeah. So this would give us Yong, just to be clear, or just to be sure, just to be very, very sure. I'm gonna replace that and then check, which would give us Liang, and then Sim, Ga, Lui, and then finally C. So all that's left to deal with, oops, I do want to edit the inputs. Thank you very much. I think all that's left are these three. Which one? This one would be something that I might have to change the reconstruction for. What was the other one? It was yet versus yet, or yet versus yet. Bro. Oh, he got reblocked for a month? Oh, right. Someone did mention that, yes, for block evasion, yeah. Well, I guess we have more time. But the time doesn't matter if we're not doing anything with it. What's a word that said person has edited? Do you remember, Drumstick? Like, probably like petition or something like that. If I could spell the word. Petition. From Middle English, borrowed from Old French, petition. I guess that hasn't been edited unless it has been edited. I'm surprised it hasn't been edited, to be honest. But yeah. I can't think of another word with medial I. Or I guess like variation in SSB/RP, like received pronunciation / standard Southern England English. I really don't know the explanation of Zoe. This is weird to me. Oh wait, this is what? You know, one of my original ideas was no, we need to like get rid of medial was. I don't think, are there any medial was in here that don't follow a velar? Like, is this one of those languages where, no, I guess there are medial was, or maybe I shouldn't even, Maybe I should make this happen only after labials. Which means this would be an actual sound change and not just a notational difference. 1 week ban. Yeah, it was a 1 week ban. How key is Wiktionary to your life that you can't wait for a week? Specific was one of them. Has it been reverted? Me. I don't want. Oh, right. I did remember that because that. Yeah. Now that you remind me, I do. That was the one that actually triggered. Not triggered me, but like alerted me to the problem. It's this. It's this thingy that we were talking about. That isn't used in like. Oh, I guess it's. I guess you can see him now. But like. Yeah. It's used for that symbol for some reason. Yeah, it was the example he was found by because he was asking about the Hong Kong English pronunciation and why there was a K here. And for clarification, there's this is like a phonotactic constraint. After in Cantonese, the only stop that it can be followed by is ka. The only stop that can be followed by is ka. And the only velar that no, not the only velar. It can only be followed by velars essentially. Got banned for mute invasion because he was using an alt to bypass a 15-minute mute. Really? 15 minutes? Sometimes I feel like people who can't wait 15 minutes are just like children, you know? Like literally 13 years old or something like that. What else? We have to deal with these three. Or maybe I don't want to deal with these three. Body parts get put into the upper tone, which is the equivalent of me reconstructing them with like a voiceless nasal. So maybe I should put the voiceless nasal merger in 0 in the other languages that we have. But yeah, we were trying to figure out whether this is like a real sound change or whether it was just a notational difference. This was I was tempted to call this a notational difference, but I'm guessing that it might not be because do we have ui in Moiyan Hakka? Or I guess it would be we, right? And yes, we do actually have we in Moiyan Hakka, which means probably u disappears after, or like ui shifts to e after a labial or something, which means I guess we don't have to call this like a real sound change because like technically the notation on the dictionary was sui 3-1 or like sui instead of like whatever monstrosity I turned it into. So it could. I think the dictionary from Moiyan Hakka was actually one of the best phonetically rendered ones. Like they actually did say it was what was it? They actually did say specifically that they took about the same amount of time. Like the u and the e are like take up about as much time as each other in the diphthong. So it would be something like sui, I think. Which kind of does justify them using ui as the rhyme. And I honestly don't know if this is like the right way to analyze it. And I suppose if that's a problem, I could just like put this at the very end, because in theory these wouldn't do anything until the very end. But then this would give us problems with like mui, right? Because this is mui. So maybe I could where did I put that change? It was like W going to nothing. It might be early. I might have put it early. No. No, I put it late because the Hong Kong dialect says mui. So like this one. So MW simplification, this would be like we going to like E after M, and then like AB at tone, which is just the note, like essentially our notation for at a syllable at a syllable final position, because that's how we put the tone. Like that's where we put the tone. And Lexergy isn't smart enough to realize that it isn't a real segment. But yeah, that's just how we fix it, which doesn't actually matter. Do we have? Maybe I should move that down here. I'm just gonna move this down here. God dang it. There we go. And then just gonna move all of this over, do a bit of bookkeeping. And then actually this might even be something like that. I'll copy this all over later. And then I guess we also need, this is also again one of those that I don't know where to put. I just have to like delete. I feel like this is also a late sound change. And I guess this would just be like W cluster simplification, right? 2 cluster. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. 1 cluster simplification. And so if it's like wa, yeah, wa goes to nothing like after something. If we apply that, then that would be Zoi. We export this as save that, and then all that's left is these 2 guys. Okay, that doesn't do anything. This is Hiet. It shouldn't be Hiet. There should be Hiot. Well, okay, I'm wrong. This should be Hiat. But how can we make this Hiat? Well, you tried to make a thing that turned Chinese into Thai? Oh, turned Middle Chinese into Thai. It's easy. Just like mass borrow words as Thai. Actually, I don't know if Thai has a lot of Sinitic loan words. I know its numbers are all Sinitic, but I don't know how much of its other stuff is Sinitic. Probably do that, but oh, you're going to meet Pitaya Bon. Like, how do you say her? How do you say their name? Pitaya Bon or something like that. Or well, I'm using English intonation, which is like definitely wrong. But yeah, have fun meeting them. Because leading scholar in the field, that has to be a nice experience. One thing that that Wikipedia and Wiktionary confuses you is the templates and user boxes. 15 trillion options, hundreds of variations between. Yeah, that's definitely true. Has a shit ton of Sinitic loanwords, but the best part is that they don't seem to be consistent. That's how you know it's a loanword. And I guess the fact that it appears in non-basic vocabulary. Yeah. You know what the thing I don't understand about Wiktionary and Wikipedia templates is that Actually, it's not a template specifically. It's like a module. The thing is, when you look in the source of a certain page, you never see the actual module being used, or like you don't know what the page is because it uses a template that calls a module or something. And so if you want to find the actual module that's used, it's like a really, really painful experience because it just doesn't lead you. Like checking the template used on Wiktionary just doesn't lead you anywhere. Spent like half something trying to use the Babel template. Half an hour trying to use the Babel template on Wiktionary and still don't understand it. Yeah, I never tried it. I never tried to do it. Pitayapon or Pitayapon seems to be you seem to be the only person that spelled their name with aspirates being CH. Oh, yeah, I think doesn't the traditional quote unquote traditional Thai doesn't the Thai romanization use like B for ba and then like BP for like ba and then like P for like pa or something like that? I remember it was like a feature of like some romanization of Thai. So okay. I kind of have enough of Hakka for now. Problems that I should note are hit, which should be have hit, and then we have deet, which one is yeah, and one is hyot. Which should okay, let's just deal with this one first because this should be an easy fix. Which is essentially just like these two swapping places, right? Which means this is actually like ordered. Do I have it? Here? No. Yes. It's like 13 or something. This has to go to 14 now. And then in 13 we have like to like before yeah or something like that. Right? If we apply that, then this if we apply if guess it would be after 15. So this has to be like 16? 16. Probably. I'll have to put it here. 16. Here. And then if we apply that, then this should give us the right thing, which is yeah. Okay. Let's export this again. Thai romanization is an ad hoc mess. Seems right from what I've heard. Pretty much the same as Cantonese romanization as well. Because like I don't think, well, I guess I don't know if there's like a consistent Thai romanization. Well, there has to be a consistent Thai romanization. I just don't know if there's like one that's popular enough that everyone uses. Let's take a look at Wiki, which is where I get most of my information. It's so short that means there hasn't there couldn't be one, right? Does not indicate tone and vowel length. Merges for IPA O and A into O and IPA J and Ch into CH. This system is widely used in Thailand, especially for road signs. So I would say it's pretty much similar to like the Hong Kong romanization, right? Hong Kong government Cantonese romanization. which is based on this thingy. Yeah, you just use P for any labial stop. So B and P are both B, or B and P are both P. So you have saying pun, which was with the P, and bolam with the P as well. Same for the other stops. So D and T are both T. So Mun with a T and Dai O with a T. K, KW, 葵涌, 茶果嶺, 啟德, and 大角咀. M and NG, straightforward. L, F, S as well. Oh, and S and SH, due to like historical reasons, because this one is Sogonbo, this is Saogewan, both with a S nowadays, but this was once, I guess it would be, oh, interesting. This might just be like historical spelling for this one. Is there a better example? I think like TS and CH are better examples here. Hengfa Chun. Oh. Weird. Yeah, unofficial stuff just does whatever, so they're close enough. Names are generally Romanized, as if they were Sanskrit, because they kind of are. Dictionary uses, again, I don't know how to say that. I guess that would be like Pai Bon, right? Romanization for Thai, like using BP for Ba, which is about as popular as using for Cantonese. Yeah, so I assume it's like not at all except among learners. Thanks, Sadasish. Am I saying your name right? Sadasish? Okay, so now all that's left for us is tongue. It's not tongue. What is it? Louse, which I've kind of given up on because. Wait, does that have the same problem? Let me check. I have an evidence page. Which one's? Nope, that's the wrong window. I am going to do that and hope that it shows correctly. It's a bit too wide, but we can move that slightly. Let's see. We have the word for, it's this one, and wait, no, is it consistent? Let me drag this up here. They are not. Close enough. Pitayabon. Moiyan Hakka. Hello, Ilario. No, so okay, so it's something different then, because these both have. No, I guess this one's pretty consistent. This is just like some sort of fricative all the way, whereas for ni it's a mix of fricatives and affricates. Oh, so it is pitayapon. Half of it. Fantasy names have too many apostrophes. And if you don't want me to pronounce it as an adjective, don't put apostrophes in there. Python uses epsilon U bar. What would that be? Upside down C or mirrored C and schwa. Yeah, I guess I would complain. I would say it's a bit too IPA-ish. So like, oh, one of my biggest problems with Gothic romanization, to go off on a complete tangent, is that what it calls a romanization isn't really a romanization, because it uses like a letter that's only used in Gothic romanization language. So, for example, we have no, those are the vowels, but you have the letter hua, right? And you're romanizing it with like this thing. And if we were looking at like what would this be? Where, yeah, where. This is only used for Gothic, I'm pretty sure. So, like, is it really even a romanization? You have mirrored C in your romanization of Thai, but everything else is a. Yeah, I don't know. I just straight out of IPA for vowels. It's not even the correct IPA, like schwa for and U bar for yeah. HW. Okay, so one thing I will say about where is that it is one letter, which is true of pretty much every other romanized letter. But you have unused letters in and thorn, but thorn has been used by other languages. One thing I will say is that yeah, it's one letter and everything else is one letter, but there are unused letters in the base Roman alphabet, like V. Just assign V there. To be fair, Thai are quite central, or well, I don't even know how to present that sentence verbally. Because the phonemes, if the phonemes are quite central, then I would be saying like and but then the symbols are high back unrounded and mid high back unrounded or something. So I can't really be like, to be fair, are quite central, and that's like just not the central sound. It's one letter. I don't care. Stop being weird. For real though. Like, I feel like if I ever were to like romanize Gothic, or at least like type out something in romanized Gothic, I would just use V for this, because I'm pretty sure that's I'm pretty sure I'm certain that that's the letter that's unused, but I'm not sure if there's anything else that's going unused in the alphabet. Maybe Y. Maybe Y would work, but Y sounds even like Y looks even less related to Hua than the rest. I guess it isn't okay. I guess it isn't a romanization so much as a transliteration, because they transliterate E as EI and A as AU and A as AI. You like your phonemes being spelt with one letter? Depends. I think I would rather have like digraphs than too many diacritics. But I guess to a large part it just depends on what's it called? Depends on convention, I think. Like just what you're used to. Like for example, you can do what Avestin does and intentionally confuse the shit out of English speakers by using V, wa, and W, the. Amazing. I guess it's kind of what. No, I guess it's not really kind of what German does, because they merged both into fa. I guess if they like later added something like intervocalic voicing of fricatives, then that would actually confuse people, because then the F and V would both spell fa or va. No. Yeah, fa or va? No, wait. That wouldn't work. Never mind. Ignore me. Yeah. Done this way too often in your conlangs. Tall. Wait, what's it called? I keep forgetting what it's called. Tall S? No, long S? Essa and short S is say that because the Germans who did it Lamau, V because Latin. Yeah, but like, oh wait, did they? Wait, they were the ones who did that? Oh goodness. Well, yeah, I don't know. It felt like being pretentious. Yeah, long S. Okay. With that, I think I'll have to call it there for next week because one, I need the bathroom, and two, I need to leave for something. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming. This was good. We did. I think I'm going to call Hakka there for now. And then next time I think we're just gonna like tidy up the rest of Mandarinic and then move on to Cantonese because that, well, no, I did say non-Mandarinic languages are breaks between Mandarinic, so I guess we'll have to like pick up another Mandarinic next time. So yeah, maybe something less boring though. Like I don't know. I could just move across and go to Dalian. But with apologies to Quain, it's kind of it's still kind of very like standard Mandarinic. So maybe we'll go to like Nanjing or something. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you, Ilario. I will see you all next week. Bye bye. Oh right, like, comment, and subscribe and all.